Thank you, Council President. First off, let me just say thank you to Councilwoman Fisher, Councilman Provenzano, and you, Council President, for reaching out to me specific about two things that I had on the agenda along with Council President Giattino. We talked about, and it's fitting to speak about it, knowing we had the public safety meeting before our council meeting, but I reached out to Jen to speak to her about Church Square Park specifically, and you know, Jen jumped right on it, and she was willing to sit and talk and have a conversation specific to the needs of the police department and urging the administration to really push for a permanent parks patrol where it's not, as Chief Aguiar spoke in that public safety meeting earlier, where it's this allocation depending on the need. We talked about very briefly about how we really need that permanent parks patrol from our police department to make sure that our children and citizens are safe. I truly appreciate everyone reaching out and having those conversations in the Public Safety Committee about that, because what Jen and I spoke about was that we just wanted to implement this, right? And neither her or I were the professionals. We kind of left that up to the chief and the public safety director to come up with some type of a staffing plan. And that was originally put on in the form of an ordinance that we actually removed here tonight. But in conjunction with that was that resolution really asking for that parks patrol. And I think we heard it in the public safety meeting earlier. The residents really want solutions, and they want them now, right? They want them, the most immediate needs to be fulfilled as fast as possible. And I think there are things that we can do. We heard it tonight about just something as simple as a dispatch training, right? To make sure that when people call into the police department, that they're being respected, they're being heard, and that's being communicated properly. But there are other things that I've talked about. I've sounded the alarms for years about staffing our public safety, staffing our police department specifically. And at times, right, council members here, you know, we laugh it off and everybody says, oh yeah, we know Councilman Russo wants 50 more cops, or they want 30 more firemen, or he wants whatever. But that wasn't just because I want it, it's because we need it as a city. We need to staff our public safety. We need to do that, right? I've been asking for that for multiple years. I'm trying to achieve something so that we never run into the situation that we ran in tonight, where we had hundreds of people in our council chambers screaming for a solution that we unfortunately weren't able to have, because we still have to now evaluate that. But if we've been doing that over the years, we wouldn't have to be in that situation. There are other things that I think we most certainly could do right now. I know the chief and I know the public safety director have very good relationships with New Jersey Transit, with the state police, with Stevens, with Port Authority, with the county sheriff's officers. Those are patrols that have jurisdiction in the city of Hoboken. I want to make sure that we're utilizing that. I know those relationships exist. We talked about other things like our homeless population. There are things that we can be doing as a city to help not only the existing shelter, but build additional resources for the homeless population in the city of Hoboken. We need to talk about, all these things intersect. We need to talk about how we're making sure our city has a hospital. All these things are important so that we don't run into the situation that we're running into now, where people are fearful of walking home at night or walking through a park. Those are the things that I think we need to do immediately. And I'm more than willing to sit on that committee, speak about all these things, discuss all these things, but I think we need action so that people know that we are actually doing what we're supposed to be doing. I love having public meetings. I love talking about those things. But if there's no action behind it, those meetings don't mean anything. So I would hope that we could continue to do that, and I would hope that, in your wisdom, Council President, that I could sit on the Public Safety Committee for the rest of the year so that we could work on some of those things. Thank you.